Hey guys, it's Elise and welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be two looks in one. Firstly, we're going to do Leigh-Anne's Only You visual look from LN5 The Tour, which is what you are seeing right now. And then you will also see, and this is the Jesy look, so this will be part 2 of this video. It's also in this video, but it's just after Leigh-Anne. So this is Jesy's look. Ooh, bitch, only you. Only you. If you want to find out how to create these looks, then just keep on watching the video. Alrighty. So, got my little Leigh-Anne printout right here. So we are going to work on this look right now. So we're going to start with the brows. Usually I've done my brows by now, but we are going to go through my brow routine today because why the hell not? So we are going to use the Benefit Brow Styler today. This is a brand new product from Benefit. You can create like 3 looks with this brow styler. You can do like a more natural looking brow, a more defined brow, or you can mix it together and have a natural defined brow, you know, like looking really cool. So one side is a wax pencil, and then the other side is a mess-free powder side with the little brush here. And then you can obviously use this and this together to make a beautiful, beautiful brow. Usually I would do 2 together, but because we are recreating Leigh-Anne's look, Leigh-Anne always has more of a fluffy, natural looking brow. So we're just going to use the brow powder for this. And I've also got my little Benefit spoolie and little rubbery brush definer thing. This is the brow blender from Benefit. So I'm just going to take the powder here, and I'm just going to put some just in the middle of my brow, and I'm just basically running this under the hairs. I don't really know how to describe that to you guys. I'm just kind of colouring in my brow like this, and then I want more of the powder concentrated on the tail of my brow because I don't really have a tail to my brow. So I'll just bring this and I'll flip my applicator to the side, and I'll just bring myself a tail. And then I don't dip back in, and I flip it again, roll it to the side, and I flick upwards to create the front of my brow. Just continue flipping, not grabbing any other product. We're just using anything that's left over. And then I hit the top of the brow, again flipping the applicator, hoping that there's still some left, and I drag to create the top of my brow. Okay, so there's the difference. As you can see, this is nicely filled in, still natural looking and very fluffy brow, and then this is my natural brow. Looks like I don't even know what that is. So now we're going to move on to our eyes. The eyes are going to be super fun and funky. So I'm going to take my P. Louise makeup base. Look at the size of this thing. Oh my god, I'm so glad that they made like big pots of it, because just little wonk things, but not no more. So this is in shade Rumor, which is the number 2. And then I just take my Morphe M410 brush, and then I just carve under the brow. Now, Leigh-Anne does look like she has some sort of concealer under her eyebrow, but it's not completely carved and slayed like I always do my brow. But again, this is inspired by Leigh-Anne. It's not an exact replica or copy because I did not do the makeup, Heidi did it. Okay, so before we go in with our funky liners, we are going to throw on a crease color. I'm going to take my Anastasia Alyssa Edwards palette, and I'm just going to take a Morphe M518 brush and the color The Supreme, which is a more pinky orangey color, and I'm just throwing this in my crease. Now I mainly do go in with shadow first because I have really tiny eyes, so I like to make them look bigger before I go in with like all the detail work. Okay, and then I'm taking color HOE or Ho, and then I'm just popping that in just to deepen it a little bit more, and then taking back rolls on a M441 brush and tapping it off and just throwing that in as well. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is our normal winged liner. Now this is a fierce liner, so I'm going to take my tried and true liner that I just got out but now can't find. I didn't get it out. Okay, so I'm going to take my tried and true, which is my NYX vinyl liner. This is my favorite, I love so much. So now I'm just going to create that wing. So I'm starting on the corner of my eye and flicking outwards. and then drawing a triangle all the way down. Now, Leigh-Anne has on a very vibrant orange liner. Now, I have some vibrant liners, but I don't have orange. So I'm going to hope for the best and mix pink and yellow together and hope that I can get an orange shade. If not, I'll just go in with a Jeffree Star liquid lipstick because I don't have orange liner. So these are Super Beauty Hydra Effects liners. They are water activated. This is shade Watermelon Felon. And this is Dance Party. Super cool. Okay, so I've made somewhat of a color, but I don't think it's gonna be vibrant enough, so I might have to go over it with shadow. I'm not so sure. Morphe M2501. So now I'm just going to stack my liner. Now, my friends, we are going to add on this blue. Now, I have this Rimmel Wonderproof 24-hour waterproof color eyeliner. Like this, it's in shade Pure Blue, number 5. And it looks like this. I'm just going to throw some on the back of my hand because the applicator on this is too thick for the job we are going to do. And then I'm just using that same brush I used earlier. I just wiped off the color, and then I'm going in. This blue connects from the tip of the orange all the way in and then fades out into the crease. Now, Leigh-Anne seems to have way less lid space than I do, so I'm going to fill it in with orange shadow, just taking that shade we're going to use before. Why don't we use an LMX brush? Let's use this LMX brush from the original Get the Luxe set. I'm hoping to get my hands on the new collection. Hopefully my family members will let me use their address again, but we're just going to throw this. As always, I'm using DODO lashes. These are my favorite ones. This is D325. You can use my code Elise or lowercase or one word at checkout if you are interested. They're super good. They're my favorites. Like, there are some great lash brands out there, but I always come back to DODO lashes. I love them. While we're waiting for the lashes to get a little bit tacky before we apply them to the eye, I'm just going to use some Benefit Roller Lash. This is my favorite mascara of all time. So now that the lashes are on, I'm going to go and do my face off camera. So that's literally everything, except for I'm going to come back and do the white line under my eye and my lips, and I'll do blush. Okay, I'll do everything but blush, highlight, the white line under my eye, the lower lash, and the lips. Okay, BRB bitch. So now that my face is done, pretty much, just need to put on some blush and some highlighter and stuff like that-ish. We're going to finish off the eyes. I'm just going to clean this one off. Okay, so in Leigh-Anne's waterline, it doesn't look like she has anything, but I love to put something in my waterline. So I'm going to throw in this NYX Wonder Pencil. It is just a beige color, so it's just going to look real snatched under the eye. So let's do that. I've got this NYX white liner right here. It's not a vinyl liner, but it is in the same packaging. And we're just going to go right underneath our lash line. And we're going to bring it. Now we are going to put on some lower lash mascara. So I have my Skinny Mini lower lash mascara from Australis. And then just for that little extra oomph, I'm going to take some Ardell individual lashes, flip them upside down, and add them to my lower lash line. Okie dokie, the eyes are looking real doll-like now. So now we need to throw on some really bright hot pink blush. So I'm going to use a Morphe 10B blush palette, and we're going to go in with this one, and then if I think it needs to be a little bit more purple, I have a Makeup Geek one that I'll throw on top of it. So I'm going to take my Morphe R10 blush brush and go in with this shade, and we're going to really put blush on. And then over the top of this, I'm going to throw on, oh geez, Rendezvous. I'm going to say that's what it is. Makeup Geek blush. Whoa, have I ever been a clown before? Because I'm so scared of this. I'm just using my powder brush and I'm veiling over it. And now for lips, we're going to use MAC Rebel lipstick. And then because Leigh-Anne's lips are so shiny, I'm going to take the LMX lip gloss in Bubble Pop and put that on as well. This look just went from like 0 to 100 real quick. Like, for highlighter, we're going to take the Jeffree Star Pro palette, the 24 karat one, and take shade Sarcophagus, which is my absolute favorite. Okay, so I'm going to fix my hair, put in a little bit of funky colors, and we'll be right back. This look is everything really. It's like so different. Like I feel like I'm such like a doll. Like yeah, we feeling it, we loving it. And if you'd like to see how to do Jesy's Only You look, let's do it. Alright, so moving on to Jesy's look now. We are going to use the Benefit Brow Styler again, but instead of just using the powder side, we are going to use both sides of the wax pencil and the powder side. So we're going to start with the wax pencil. My shade, if you didn't know, is 3.5. Jesy has way lighter eyebrows than me, but I can't, you feel me. Okay, so spat everywhere. So we're going to take the wax pencil. It is a nice angle pencil. So we're going to take it and we're going to have it lying this way, and we're just going to start creating the shape of my brow. This is going to be a way more defined brow than what we did before for Leigh-Anne, because Leigh-Anne's are very natural, and although Jesy's are still counted to me as a natural, they're a lot more defined than Leigh's is. So I've just done one line with the wax pencil all the way to my tail. That's all I've done. You can already immediately see the difference. Then I'm just going to take the wax pencil again and do one line to the top of my brow, and then start in the middle of the tail and work my way up to meet up with that line. Okay, so now you're kind of left like this, and it's like filled in lines and then there's nothing inside. So that's where the other side comes in. So again, taking this powder, and I'm going to just pop it in the middle of my brows all the way down to the tail. I haven't done anything up the front here yet, just focusing this right in the middle so it's filled in. Now that that's been filled in, I don't dip back in, and I just flick and run upwards to fill in the front of my brow. From here, I just take my little brow blender and I just make sure that that first line is not as visible. I don't know, let me zoom. I've just used my spoolie to just get rid of that little line at the front, because as you can see it's very harsh, because that's my guide. So then I just flick it up at the front and then brush out, and then that is my brow. Okay, so just like again we did before, taking my P. Louise makeup base in shade Rumor number 2, taking that bit of that on the back of my hand, and then my Morphe M410 brush, and just carving out the brow. So taking the Jeffree Star Thirsty palette and a Morphe M573 brush, I'm going to take the shade Beach, which is this one right here, and we're going to be whacking this right in here. Boop, 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 boop. Now with the Morphe M441 brush, I'm going to take the colour Taste Buds, which is a fabulous blush shade if you have this palette, and we're going to put this on the outer section of our eye. It's just a little bit lighter than that colour. We're basically doing the opposite of what I normally do. And this shade goes all the way up to the brow bone. On a Morphe M513 brush, we're going to take shade Kumquat, and we are going to apply this to the lid just in this like dabbing motion. This is what I like to call a colour splash look, where it's not basically a cohesive like this goes in your crease, this goes over in the outer V, this is your lid shade, woo. No, it's just basically just popping colour on anywhere that needs it. And then I'm mixing Bitch and Taste Buds together, tapping it off a bunch, and just lightly with light pressure, dusting on the outsides. My Anastasia Alyssa Edwards palette and take the shade Texas Made, which is a bright, vibrant pink shade. And we're just going to take this, tap, 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 and we're focusing this where the arch of the brow is. Okay, now we're just going to throw on some winged liner. We're using NYX Black Vinyl Liner. Okay, now we're going to take Suva Beauty Hydra Effects Liner in shade Fanny Pack. Again, this is one of those water activated liners. I'm just going to spray some Fix Plus into the liner, and now just swirly, swirly, swirly to cover the brush. We are going to stack our liner. I'm really into stack liner right now, so this is perfect. Thank you, Heidi. But I also look like a mess, so try and marry all these colors together. Looking like a crazy. Now let's stack the liner. Okay, now I'm just going to take my NYX white liner, and I am just going to be putting this from the tip of my wing into the middle. So I've already put some glue on my lashes. I'm just going to throw on some mascara really quickly. And then for lashes, I'm using my signature pair of lashes. These are DODO Lashes D325s. They're really big, really fluffy, really 3D, and they're everything. So that's what we're using. Okay, so I'm gonna go and do my foundation, my concealer, and my powder, and my contour, and my blush, and all that. And we'll be coming back to finish off the eye makeup because I need to put foundation on so I can do the lower lash line and all that garbage. So I'll be right back. Alright, it is time to work on the rest of the face. Yes, if you see a little bit of yellow, Jesy also has yellow on as a blush, as well as a regular blush shade. So we're gonna go in with a L'Oreal Infallible Gel Crayon Waterproof Eyeliner. This is in shade, I've got the blue. Sure, why not? Okay, so we're just gonna throw this in our waterline, just regular. Now we're gonna go back with our black liner and we're going to extend our inner corner. We're making it little. So let's use some of this NYX liner we used before. Then Jesy has a purple that goes here. So I don't have any like purple, oh yes I do. Okay, so I've got this purple Vivid Brights from NYX. This is Vivid Violet. And then I've popped it all the way under. For lower lashes, we're just going to use some Australis Skinny Mascara. And then Jesy seems to have on the tips of her lower lashes this like yellow color. So I'm gonna use my Suva Beauty Hydra Effects liner in Dance Party. Just brushing this. Wow, this look is absolutely stunning. Okay, for lips, we're gonna take Jeffree Star, yes ma'am, Velour Liquid Lipstick. Okay, and then the last thing Jesy has is a few beauty marks. So instead of just drawing on them randomly, I actually do have a few beauty marks, so I'm just going to intensify those using a brow pencil. Cute! So I'm just going to spray the face, and I will be right back with the finished look. And this is the finished look. I hope you guys enjoyed it. If you did, please give it a giant thumbs up. Let me know down below what you would like to see next. My little secret, I see a lot of comments saying like, how do you make this wig look so natural, blah blah blah. Natural. So all I do is I take my face powder, my light one, I use NW15, and I just put it in the part of the wig. Therefore it hides the wig cap, but it also, you know, that's my little secret. It's not really a secret, I learned it from everybody else, but in case you didn't know. Alright, that is it guys. I hope you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new, follow me on all my social medias, and I'll see you in my next one. Bye guys.